we inquired to know why it is called Kpatiritinga. And he told us that the first man to settle in the community had a lot of fur on his body as that of the baboon, and hence the name. Mr. Fushain Al-Hassan, the community leader, gave us his piece of knowledge regarding the place we were visiting, which is about 2 kilometers from the community settlement.
Kalagule no fio na paru nanga katelem par ne ko woye le vale kalaban tana abul ka ma boa ka sennalan kalgalem pieni lembalan ka talentu ba ko got le waya la tanga ti din kan fi so la bombe kalgalem pieni len tu balan ka talentu ba ka jelen jela ka kalgalem pieni ko got ngan sit Jiyo na bale la sop ni siang kebe par ne kebe la ba la ko gwalan kala ba ko so de woni ko sop ni bia ka ti sop mani kal patan ne long no ka di jinyu ka ya lam pi asiye le ti bon pi kala ka nan den o bon ma bia da be ka ti jibu lum bambangala si mo so mala ka tertam ten sa bonne bol talaf tangamal kani biñe ba fala ki baat ki gole ba hafte som tem be fens lang ba hafte som tem ma bonne kalentere o ligi ti kanu wa jitu tani ba fala u baale tenjeta u sa ko got banu ba bonnan kampi yokul ti baat ki bale
Bernard Bisuman Al-Hassan, a member of the community, volunteered to take us to the site. Okay, so it's about 20 minutes now on motorbike since we left Kpatiritinga, and now we are moving towards the site, which has the ancient rock art and granaries. Watch out. We made our first visit to the barns and the rock shelter. The site will be very difficult to identify without a local guide, as the barns or granaries were built in a hideout of rocks, probably due to the purpose for which they were built. The barns are believed to have been built by people of old during the time of wars. This was a way of securing some food items. If they should be invaded by enemies and their food and properties taken away, they will still have reserves in the hideout. I believe this explains why they were built in such a hidden place and in a rock shelter to protect the food from rain and bad weather conditions. Okay, so as you can see, we have finally arrived at one of our long-anticipated interesting sites, and then we would just like one of the community members to tell us more about these barns. Enjoy.
I'm Bernard Bisuman Al-Hassan from Kpatitritinga, a community member. So a team came from Nalegu, and then I'm leading them to where the barns are at Bofiat. This place was discovered decades of years ago, and then when I grew up around 10, 11 thereabouts, I followed friends and then came and discovered this place. And by then many has come here already, so we're told there are barns under the shelter of the rock. So we also joined friends and then came and then have a view of it. It was interesting. Later on, people from the University of Legon also came, and then they have to do some discoveries here. And we are told by our parents that they too grew up and met the barns under the rock shelter. So I think, and information is given us that it was our great-great-grandparent that tried to come and then put up these barns in order to secure their food stuff. By then there was wars, conflicts and other things, so they came and then hide themselves here in the food stuff. Whenever there's war, at the open places, they've already secured their food, and after it they'll still have something for themselves and the whole family. They use clay and then grass. We have a kind of grass, we call it in our language bomwat. Sorry, I don't know the English name. I only know it in our language bomwat. So they do mix it with the clay.